Welcome to Q&A practice. Let's start out with the defense attorney. Ready? Here we go. Okay, showing you what's been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit number 2. Do you agree that in terms of Plaintiff's Exhibit number 2, your vehicle is the vehicle designated with the letter H for Honda? That is correct. And do you agree that in conjunction with this exhibit, you have placed your vehicle up near the rear wheels of the tractor? That is correct. Far further forward than the rear tandems, which are back here, right? Yes. That's different than your testimony today, correct? Yes. I believe today in court, during your direct examination, you were asked by plaintiff's counsel whether you checked in the left lane, checked your mirrors to see whether there was anything in the left turn lane before you made your lane change. And your testimony today, correct me if I'm wrong, was that you didn't look because you didn't have the time. Is that correct? That is correct. Okay, drawing your attention to page 34 of your deposition transcript. I'm sorry, page 33, line 19. Let me know when you're there. I'm there. Line 19. I asked you, before making the move, did you look in your mirror or side view mirror, your rear view mirror, to see if there was any traffic in that lane? Page 34, answer. I had a split second to see that. Question, did you look? Answer, yes, I had a split second to see that. Question, and what did you see in that split second? Answer, I saw that I had just a split second to jump in the next lane. Question, did you see anything in that lane? Answer, no. Question, how long did you look? Answer, it was a split second. Do you agree your deposition testimony indicates that you did check to see if there was anything in the left lane, but you didn't see anything? That is correct. Your testimony today in court is, correct me if I'm wrong on that, following the collision between the Dodge and the rear of your vehicle, you immediately came to a stop, correct? After the accident. After the accident, correct. All right. And just in case it wasn't clear, that attorney was reading from a previous deposition. So he was reading back the questions and the answers from that previous deposition. So you would actually write question, answer, if that makes sense. So when he said, line 19, I asked you, and then it would, when you're transcribing it, you would put it in quotes, but again, you would just write question, you would write the word question out, you would write the answer out. I hope that makes sense. All right. So that is the end of that one. Let's see what we have here. This is some new Q&A practice. And we will start with the plaintiff attorney. Ready? Here we go. Sergeant, can you tell us what you do for a living? I'm a police sergeant with the Eastdale Police Department. How long have you done that for? I've been with the department 26 years. Have you been a sworn peace officer for how long? 26 years. Okay. Did you arrive on a scene 3/15 of 2005, about 900 hours? Yes. Actually, what time was that at again? It was around 9 o'clock on that date, the 15th of March. Where did you arrive on that date? On Wilson Avenue. I believe it was 2614 Wilson. It was a Chinese parking lot of a Chinese restaurant. Why did you go there? A couple of the officers, or at least one officer, had made a traffic stop on a vehicle that was in the system as a carjacked vehicle. He had some folks detained on that traffic stop, so I rolled by to see if I could be of any assistance. Just out of curiosity, when you get to the scene as a sergeant, is it your job to run the scene or to be of assistance to the other officers? Well, it truly depends on what the scene is. Mainly, I assist the officers to see what they need. The scene was pretty much controlled, so if they needed phone calls to be made, I would make sure the phone calls would be made. If they needed additional officers, I would get them additional officers. If they needed ID techs, I would get them ID techs. When you got there, what did you see? I saw a female sitting on, I believe, a curb or the grass. I saw, I think, two gentlemen in the back of the police car, black males. Okay. Did you talk to the other officers regarding what's going on? Yes. Okay. Who were those cops? I spoke directly to Officer Rios and asked him what he had. Okay. When you spoke to him, after speaking to him, was it your belief that the female was a suspect in the situation? Eventually, she was determined not to be a suspect. All right. Objection, non-responsive. All right, sustained. Did you eventually learn whether or not she was a suspect? Yes. And we will stop there. That will conclude our Q&A practice.